this is actually one of the most bizarre trade rumors I've ever seen with a superstar player, right? So we all know that reports came out a couple weeks ago saying that the Miami Heat are opening to listening to trade offers for Jimmy Butler. And per the report, and Shams Charania, by the way, from ESPN reported this, right? He said that Jimmy Butler's agent, Bernie Lee, has indicated in league circles that Butler is open to destinations such as the Houston Rockets, which we debunked, Dallas Mavericks, we also debunked, and the Golden State Warriors, which many believed was the most likely team to get Butler, right? Now, and obviously Bernie Lee went back and forth with Shams. They didn't go back and forth, but Bernie Lee called out Shams Charania, basically saying Shams Charania was lying and all his reports were bullshit surrounding this whole thing, right? But not many people really, like, there's people who believe it and people who don't, because I mean, come on, right? Like Jimmy Butler, right? He had these hair color changes, and coincidentally they're the same exact colors as teams that he's interested in, right? Although Jimmy Butler's agent Bernie Lee said it's all bullshit, right? Okay, cool. So now recently, reports came out that Jimmy Butler has requested a trade from the Miami Heat, and this is also per Shams Charania. And it says here Miami is willing to listen to trade offers. Zoom in a little bit. For Butler, and Butler wants a win now contender in any deal. Butler has $49 million on his contract with the Heat for this season and a $52 million player option for 2025-26 after the two sides failed to reach an extension last summer. Now, they did fail to reach an extension, and there were also reports saying that Jimmy Butler was caught off guard with Pat Riley essentially telling Jimmy Butler to, what was it? They told him to like shut his mouth.
If he was...
Yeah, so this is Pat Riley saying to Jimmy Butler, telling him to shut his mouth. This is, I think, last season, Jimmy Butler was hurt, so he didn't play that series, I think, and he was talking shit to the Celtics, and this is what Pat Riley had to say.
It's healthy that Boston would have gone home. I know it's tough to live in hypotheticals, but if he was able to play and Terry was able to play, did you feel like the gulf has gotten way too big with you in Boston, or if you had your guys, that it might have been more competitive?
We played, I've been involved in competition in the playoffs against certain opponents that turned into hate, even since we've been here, I hate to use that word, but the competition gets so tough that you don't like one another. And so we played Boston 4 times, I think, in the playoffs since Jimmy's been here. So, you do develop some dislike for the other team, but they are this year, I think, the best team in the league with the best roster in the league. They made some great moves. Brad Stevens did a great job in getting Holiday and Porzingis. They built their bench a little bit differently. And, for him to say that, I thought, is that Jimmy trolling or is that Jimmy serious? If you're not on the court playing against Boston or on the court playing against the New York Knicks, you should keep your mouth shut.
Yep. And this was after Jimmy Butler I think he was talking to a fan? But he was essentially saying that if he was in the series, the Heat would have won that series against the Celtics, right? And Pat Riley wasn't too happy about that because he's like, you're not on the court, you're always hurt, so keep your mouth shut. And reports came out that Jimmy Butler was caught off guard. Whatever, right? But to get back to the main point, because Shams Charania's credibility is, in my opinion, on the line here, because somebody has to be lying here, right? Now, all these reports are coming out that Jimmy he wants to leave the Heat, or the Heat's, they're shopping him. And no way in hell is Pat Riley really going to let Jimmy walk without getting something in return, right? But Pat Riley came out and said, where is it? He came out with a statement saying the Heat will not be trading Jimmy Butler. He says, and I quote, "We usually don't comment on rumors, but all this speculation has become a distraction to the team, and it's not fair to the players and coaches. Therefore, we will make it clear we are not trading Jimmy Butler. Right? Pretty insane. Now, I initially thought, well, and there were also reports that came out before Pat Riley released a statement saying that Bernie Lee was declining to comment on Shams Charania's reports, which is weird to me because he was going online, you know, calling out Shams Charania, but now he's declining to comment on his reports. Is it because he knew the statement was coming out? I don't know, but again, Pat Riley made it clear that they're not trading Jimmy Butler. So Warriors fans, I'm sorry, you guys aren't getting Jimmy Butler, at least this year, right? This season. But yeah, man. So let's get into this article real quick. This is from the New York Post. It says Pat Riley makes Jimmy Butler trade declaration after Heat distraction, because they were saying this is a distraction. Let me move this. The potential Jimmy Butler Heat breakup will have to wait. Amid rumors the veteran star could be traded, Heat president Pat Riley said Thursday the team will not be trading Butler. We usually don't comment on rumors, but all this speculation has become a distraction to the team and is not fair to the players and coaches, Riley said in a statement released by the franchise. Therefore, we will make it clear we're not trading Jimmy Butler. Now, rumors have swirled recently about Butler being on the move amid an ESPN report that he wanted to leave the organization during his 6th season with the team. Ironically, the Miami Herald reported one of the reasons for Butler's desire potentially to land with another team centered on the Heat, not publicly shooting down the trade rumors. Well, Riley did exactly that Thursday. The Heat are content to let Butler play out the rest of the season and then seemingly reevaluate where things stand. Butler has a $52.4 million player option for the 2025-26 season that he reportedly is set to decline, and the Herald reported that the Heat's unwillingness to extend him through the 2026-27 season played a role in why the Mercurial superstar was open to leaving South Beach. The 35-year-old reportedly wants to land with a win-now team per ESPN, with the Warriors, Rockets, Mavericks, Suns on his wish list. Now, the Suns, unless they're trading Bradley Beal, who has a... And I keep saying this. This is why people are so, like, confused by these reports, because it's kind of like... Bradley Beal has a no-trade clause. He would literally have to agree to allow the Suns to put him in a deal for Jimmy Butler. So that's, I don't know why the Suns are even on this list. The Rockets, they're not breaking up their young core for an aging Jimmy Butler. And the Mavericks, they have Kyrie and Luka Doncic, who are making damn near 40, so I think combined almost 100 million or close to that this year. So the highest, the team you would look at would be the Warriors, but I mean they have the better odds out of all these teams on this list, right? It says the Herald reported the Nets are the only team that could have signed Butler to a max contract this upcoming summer due to available cap space, but the Nets are not contenders yet. The Heat is not at all concerned about the possibility of losing him for nothing in free agency, a source with direct knowledge said. The Herald reported Wednesday night. The Heat will look to build around Butler and try to create a team that can compete with the Cavaliers, Celtics, and Knicks in the Eastern Conference. Butler is averaging 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists this season, and the Heat entered Thursday with a 14-13 record that ranks 6th in the Eastern Conference. So it looks like Jimmy Butler will be here with the Heat for at least till the end of this season. We'll see what happens in the offseason. Of course, you know, there's going to be a lot of rumors on where he'll go, but if he's looking for a contender, I mean, the Golden State Warriors will be, if I'm Jimmy, that'll be my option, right? That'll be my decision. But let me know what you guys think on this debacle of a story, because again, these reports are just, they're crazy, they're weird. But you know, Shams Charania said this is the most vetted story thing that I reported, so we'll see what comes out of that. We'll see if Jimmy Butler's agent has any further comments now that the Heat organization and Pat Riley in particular came out with a statement. So let's see what happens, man. But let me know what you guys think about this topic. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Happy New Year to you, to everyone. This will actually be my last video of the year, so yeah, I appreciate you guys. If you watched my videos, if you've supported, I appreciate it. More to come in 2025. Peace, love, and happiness, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.